Hello, today I'm going to be making a hair dryer paper squishy. So, got some papers, some supplies. This is going to be gum chewing because I've gotten that request a lot frequently, so if you don't like that you can find another video to watch. But I'm just going to get started, and I might at some point go live on TikTok on here, so if I suddenly start responding to like people, that's what it is, TikTok live. So but I'm just gonna get started first on the shapes, so it should be pretty simple. I'm gonna do like an old-timey type hair dryer, so we're just gonna focus on like a circle shape and then 2 cylinders, and I think I'm gonna go with pink. So I'm gonna use this for the circle. It's gonna be pretty true to size of a hair dryer, I suppose. We're just gonna, you know what, I might go live now, so I'm gonna, okay, we're live on TikTok, so I'm just gonna get started now. So I'm starting with the shape. It's gonna be like an old-timey hair dryer. So we're starting with a circle shape. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this out. Yeah, this is the first time I'm making a hair dryer, so I can't promise that it'll turn out perfectly. But it should be fairly simple, just like a circle shape and then 2 cylinders. Okay, so we're gonna make this part look like the sides of the hair dryer. It's gonna be like the actual size of a hair dryer. So we're gonna do like the fan detail, the vent, using Sharpie. I have another Sharpie that's fresher. Where did my Sharpie? Oh, it's literally, I already took it out. Okay. Hi, Dorian and Marta. Thank you, I'm good. Oh, Poland, that's awesome. Fast food drive-in video, that would be fun. I did like a Chick-fil-A cashier one, but yeah, I might venture out. So I'm gonna trace. So I have a couple things I'm using to make circles. I'm gonna use this and then use this first. I don't know. Actually, I feel like I need something bigger than this. Is this bigger? No. We're gonna freehand it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, so this is just gonna be like a cartoony looking hair dryer. And this is like the vents on the side of the hair dryer. It's gonna be like, make sure you can see what I'm doing. This will be on YouTube later for those on TikTok live, in case you can't watch the whole thing. And I don't know if you're even hearing that well what I'm doing, because the audio on that phone is not very good. Oh, it kind of looks like a spider web. Wait. Maybe I didn't think that through. Oh gosh. I don't like how this is turning out, but I'm committed. I'm making a paper squishy hair dryer, but I'm kind of just winging it, and I'm trying to do like the old-timey style where they have like it's like circular, and then I'll have like 2 cylinders, and then this part is like the vent. I am making a paper squishy hair dryer. Sorry, I'm going to be repeating that a lot for the new people coming on. And currently it's looking like I'm making spider webs. I'm trying to make like the vents on the sides. I need to get a picture of a hair dryer, but I'm using my phone currently for the live. So I thought I had an idea. I did have a picture pulled up, and I looked at it and I thought I knew what I was doing. But I guess even if it's crappy, I'm still gonna use it. And we can always make a better one in the future. And yeah, maybe that makes more sense with like more lines. I feel like I should put some sort of logo in the middle for like symbolizing it's a hair dryer. Or I can just do a heart, because that would be cute. So, I don't know. For those new here, I make paper squishies, and for everyone that has asked, I do have tutorials, or I don't know if you can really call it a tutorial, but it's just me filming the process of making the squishies, and I have a whole playlist on YouTube titled Making Paper Squishies if you're interested. But I really just am winging it. I'm not like a professional at what I'm just having fun. So I'm gonna just make this into a... I'm making it sections at a time, so the thing is, how thick do I want the hair dryer? Like, so this is the part where you connect it, but okay, let me actually tape that first. So my paper squishies are always covered in tape. I don't know, because I'm still new to TikTok Live, so I don't really know what's going on. Hi, Chloe. And oh, that's cool, Edwin. Gabriella, hi. Sorry, I don't know how to say all of your names. Okay, I can't, I'm like struggling with this tape. So, yeah. Somebody said this was like the world's quietest tape. And yeah, I guess it is pretty quiet compared to like duct tape. I've done a couple duct tape videos on YouTube making a duct tape wallet, and it was very loud. Oh, what did you say? Oh, what squishy did you make? You want to show me your paper squishy? Oh yeah, that's the Roku TV home, the screensaver in the back. A cake squishy, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm currently making a hair dryer. Yeah, I love the Roku TV. I know some people like think it's a lot of hate, but I like Roku TV. It's not sponsored. Okay, thanks Edwin, bye. You drawed my profile picture, that's cool. Watermelon, Jolly Rancher. Yeah, I'm gonna do another hair, I'm gonna do more hair styling videos, so I'm making more props. I plan to eventually make a bigger, better curling iron as well. From Scotland, that's cool. Hi. It's so hard for me to keep Sarah and Scotch tape. My Scotch tape doesn't make much sound. I was talking about it. I don't know why. So a paper squishy is really just, you can make whatever you want. You can draw whatever you want, cut it out, combine all the pieces, and fill it with fluff. So I use this, but you can use whatever you have on hand that'll make cool sounds to squish. Trying to get this the same size as to add on. Oh, that was not. What the heck? I always say fold it out to get the line straight, but then if you don't fold it straight, that's kind of useless. Aww. Kindergarten teacher, that would be fun. Gotta have lots of patience though. I have a friend that is a kindergartner teacher and I'd be built for that. Count and play with money? Yeah. I don't have one solely counting money, but the one I made yesterday, I'm counting a bunch of money because I'm a store clerk in that one. Let me not do that. This will probably be a while. Just trying to get this part together. And then I'll still have the handle and then the part that actually blows the air out. Hopefully it'll actually look like a hair dryer. Yeah, I've gotten requests to do a paper squishy cash register and I haven't. That'll be a bit more involved than I'm used to. Is that too big? This is gonna be like a life-size hair dryer. But I have a friend who I might be doing like a pretend hairdressing video with my paper squishies, so I wanted to get like more life-size hair dryer. So it's so close. Okay. I wasn't even sure what was said. Okay. That's so cool that a lot of you also make paper squishies too. I love getting to see what other people make and being able to like inspire each other. Why do I feel like it's never the right size? But it's okay. I'm just trying to fill in this gap right here. Oh, friendship necklace and my gift gallery. I don't really even know what that means, but thank you. Oh, hi, Taba and Kimmy. And I'm making a paper squishy hair dryer. So I'm just making the circular, it's gonna be like an old-timey looking one. This is supposed to be like vent, like where the air vents out, but it looks like a spider web. And I'm also recording on YouTube, so you can watch it later. Oh yeah, I didn't cover this with tape, so. Aww, you fall asleep to my videos every night. That's so nice. It's so awesome that I get to be able to help people sleep and relax and calm anxiety and stuff. That's really cool. I'm doing good. Oh, thank you. just making another squishy, and it's falling in. Okay. It's best to remember to cover the squishy parts in tape before you put it together. I did not cover the sides in tape either, so I'm gonna have to go back and do that. And then fill this part with fluff in a second. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna add some fluff in a minute to the inside. And I might even try to think of a way to add some other stuff in to add to the sound. I don't know. You can get this from Walmart for like $5. Or you can use whatever you have. I also have a pillow that wasn't being used, and I started using the fluff from that, so. From Brazil, hello. The keyboard was revolutionary. Oh, thank you. This is a big squishy. The pillow for, yeah, pillows are really cheap. Like the really cheap one, you can get like $3 pillows at Walmart. So yeah, that might be the better choice. It looks like I'm making like a Halloween cutesy spiderweb cake or something. Oh, thanks for the oranges and the cake slices and the links. I don't even fully know what that means, but that's cool. Thank you. Oops. My ASMR channel started on YouTube doing a drawing video, and then because my favorite types of ASMR are like drawing videos or makeup related, so that was like how it started. And then it was actually one of my subscribers that had requested I do paper squishies, and I was like, what's a paper squishy? And I looked it up. I was like, oh my gosh. Definitely up my alley because I love creating things, and so from there the rest is history, and I just went crazy obsessed because I be like that with crafty things. I just enjoy creating and thinking of more ideas, so now I just can't stop. My name isn't actually Penelope, but I did use that name for the store clerk video. I used that name tag in a couple store clerk videos, so. For those new here, I did a store clerk roleplay using some paper squishies, and you can check that out on my YouTube channel. And I have a paper squishy roleplay playlist. I also have a customer service playlist that has all the customer service type videos I've done. I've done like tailoring videos, bra fitting, wedding hair, wedding makeup, like helping you with your budgeting, where I use like one of those old typey calculators. So you can check those out. I mentioned I was gonna do gum chewing, and then I'm not really even chewing for the people that keep asking for the gum chewing. My name is a secret. Except for those that know me personally, who I'm hoping won't call me out, but I'd rather just stay anonymous for now. Wait, let me fix that. Okay, just have to do that. I can squish this after I tape it all. How much time? I don't know. I don't really pay that much like attention, but it takes me hours sometimes, depending on how tedious it is. This video might be like an hour long. I am recording on YouTube if you're interested in watching the full thing later. And I don't know if you can hear the kitty cat outside the door. Yeah, just some cotton stuffing. This is just a chill hang out and watch me make a paper squishy. You can obviously do this at whatever skill level you're at, because I'm not even doing this is not even looking that great, but we're gonna have fun regardless. Just finishing taping the sides, and I can squish it some so you can hear the sounds, and then I'm gonna make cylinders to add to it. So, yep. Do I spend a lot on tape? I mean, it probably does. It probably is adding up at this point, but it's not like... So I get these from Walmart. It's little Scotch tapes that are like $1 each. And I forget how much, depending where I get these. Like $4 or something. I left some paper right there, so I'm gonna cover that. Yeah, no, I do not laminate it. That would be like so much, I can't even imagine. I don't have a laminating machine or anything like that, so I don't know how I would even do that, but it's just tape. I'm not that fancy. Covering up any holes or gaps or places I missed. Probably could have added some more fluff, but this will do for now. Would I ever sell my entire squishy collection? I don't know, maybe, I guess, if I ever wanted to quit and I just wanted to If somebody wanted to buy it, sure, why not? I feel like if I had kids one day, I would definitely give them, if I, you know, didn't need them anymore for videos though, I would probably give it to them to play with, because I imagine it would be really fun as a kid to play with squishy. It's fun as an adult, so. So now we're gonna add the handle. So we need to add a cylinder to like here, something like that. My whoa, what was that? My squishy book, yeah. I have a squishy Bible. You can check out on my YouTube channel. I have an Auntie Beatrice video where she reads from the Bible and stuff. You can find it in my Bible ASMR playlist. So I need to figure out how big I'm making. That should be fine. So this is gonna be like the nozzle thing that the air comes out of, quote unquote air. Sorry. Maybe that's too big. I don't know. I think I'm gonna. I'm trying to visualize how I need to attach this. So I'm trying to curve this a little bit so it'll attach easier when I need to attach it. Sorry, I'm really bad at multitasking, so I'm not able to read every comment while I'm doing this, but I thought I might as well go live while I'm recording a YouTube video showing the process of what I'm making, and since all of y'all over here on TikTok have wanted more lives, I thought I would go live. Thanks, girl. Okay. I don't know if that looks weird. This is gonna be a really big hair dryer. Yeah. Yeah, I do plan to do like a full-on beauty salon video eventually. Michelle, you binged my content last night. That's awesome. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm just kind of winging it, trying to make this hair dryer. It's gonna be one big hair dryer, but that's okay. Yeah, I wing most of them. If I cut the end of the cylinder in an arch, it will fit against the... Yeah, that's why I tried curving it so it'll fit. And I'm gonna trace around this to get the bottom part of the hair dryer. So this is gonna be the handle. Sometimes this is hard to trace things. I have another pencil that's sharper. Okay. This is difficult to get it to stay still. But I got the vague idea of what the shape is. So this will be the bottom of the handle. Lexi, yay. Tiara, of course. It's a kitty cat. I haven't always, or I guess I have been crafting most of my life. I used to be one of those duct tape girls where I would make everything out of duct tape when I was a teenager. When I was a kid, I would just make things out of construction paper, whatever I could. I would just make stuff. So I guess, and I've always enjoyed drawing. Well, I used to love drawing, and then I started to hate it, and then I got back into loving it again. Got inspired from my artist friends who enjoy drawing again, so I just love designing and building and creating. I used to knit and sew a lot. That's cool. I want to learn to knit. I don't know how to knit. I want to get one of those like little kits that like show you how to make like the really cute little knit animals. I learned to sew in like 3rd grade in school, and then I don't know if I even remember. I did cross stitch, back stitch, but I'm not great at it. I would love to learn to like sew with an actual sewing machine. Be able to make clothes and stuff. That would be cool. Okay, I can only deal with gum in my mouth for so long, so I'm just gonna not, even though I was trying to chew gum for the people that like that trigger, but I like mild gum chewing myself because I think it adds like a unintentional vibe, like with certain role plays where like that just fits the character to be chewing gum, and it makes them seem more like casual, careless, I guess, if that makes sense. So it gives like a more unintentional. So I can understand the trigger to an extent, but I generally don't love mouth sounds. Like, not super saliva-y mouth sounds. Oh, we're at like 40 minutes. Okay. So these can take a while. He took a fashion class for 3 years. Oh. Yeah, I could learn to sew through YouTube. That's cool. That's so cool though. Yeah. It's okay, I'm not even really paying attention to the weirdos, so. Oh, there's hair getting stuck in. This is the dilemma with the squishies, is like trying not to get hair stuck every few seconds. Because I have long hair, my husband has long hair, so, and then there's cats in this house, so it's just a lot of hair everywhere. Yeah. Yes, the cat hair. Okay. So I'm just covering this part in tape, and I'll fill it with fluff and connect it, and it's gonna be like the handle, I guess you'd say. Oh, which I was gonna have like a button. I'll just draw like a button. Any new videos? Yeah, I just did a store clerk video yesterday on YouTube, and I try to upload daily on TikTok. I've been doing about like 3 to 4 videos weekly on YouTube, and I try to do one every day on TikTok. So I'm gonna draw like, I have some markers, like a red button. So this is gonna be, so it's gonna be like, is that red? It looks orange. You're listening to my ASMR measuring videos on break at work. That's awesome. Thanks, Lexi. That's cool. Okay. Just adding a little detail, just to show like little button details, I guess. You're on break at work right now. That's cool. Aw, Octavia, that's sweet. Sorry, I wish I could say everybody's name, but it's just gone fast. I'm trying to make a hair dryer. Yeah, I'll make like, it's a very, it's not great, but it is something. So connecting this might be a little difficult. the Bible squishy video, I have it in a few videos, but I have on YouTube a Bible ASMR playlist that you can like scroll down and it'll be like in there, and it should also be in the paper squishy playlist. And I have a few videos on TikTok in the paper squishy playlist video as well with the squishy Bible. But I used it just like showing it, but also as a prop in my Auntie Beatrice videos. So you can look up Auntie Beatrice in my channel name and it should come up. And on Easter I used it in my like resurrection video. I forget the name of it, but I'm talking about Jesus' resurrection, and I used it in that one. Oh, sometimes I get too ambitious and I don't put the fluff in. Gotta put the fluff in before you tape it. The face roller. Oh, yeah, I don't have a tutorial for that one yet. Yes, it's a hair dryer. Okay, now I have to retape it. Okay, this is one of the most frustrating parts, is trying to tape while not getting fluff or any kind of hair stuck on it. I will admit this is a bit complicated to attach. It's not complicated, it's just tedious. I need somebody to hold this. Okay. My husband loves my squishies. And I might even convince him to let me do a styling his hair video with the squishies, maybe. We'll see. Okay. I'm struggling. If you couldn't tell, I need this to be flat. We're just gonna do that. Extra paper where the base needs to connect, probably. That would probably help, but that feels like an extra step I don't feel like doing right now. I put tape on the handle thing and cut slits in it. Tape on the handle. Yeah, I've done that before where I do like slits and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair up because it's getting hot. Okay. Oh, I put tape on top of tape. Snip around. Whoa, I'm getting lots of... Snip around the top of it and make... I don't know, probably Probably what y'all are suggesting is better, but my patience is starting to wane a little bit. People will be like, your patience must be so good. I'm like, honestly, this definitely test my patience. I'm sure there's 101 ways I could have done this better. So I could have, well, oh well. The focus has become real when I get really quiet. So, I don't know how much of a hairdryer this is actually gonna look, but if anything, we're just experimenting here with a new idea. If anybody knows Steel Magnolias, the show, oh not show, movie, I think there might be a show, but the movie with like, what's her name? There's Dolly Parton and, blanking on the name, but all the famous actors. The hairdryer in that movie is like the image in my mind where it's like a very circular shape with like the vents on the side, and then I'm gonna do this part like that. Julia Roberts, yes. And then I'm blanking on the other woman, Sally Field. That was the Flying Nun girl. My tape went flying. Okay. So this part, I'm just tracing to get, so we can get this part covered. That was a sad attempt. Oh, thank you, Nico. Hi. Lucas, and Yemi. Sorry, I don't know how to spell her names. Annabelle, Dana. So this will be the part that will attach to like the nozzle thing, and it'll have like the vents. Going straight across. So I'm just gonna draw that really quick. And I am recording on YouTube, so you can watch this later. Whoa! Kind of messed that up. These lines are not straight whatsoever, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna tape it all together and not be a perfectionist about it. Is that, I'm trying to see if this is, I'm gonna trim it a little bit. Thank you. Oops. Happy birthday, Kayla. And okay. Hi, Sophia. So I'm just connecting. Sometimes this is tricky, connecting the tops of cylindrical shapes together. And then I'm excited that fall is just around the corner. Is anybody else? Let's do it with this. Paper squishies are really just a bunch of tape and paper and fluff. Hi, 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 hi. Thank you. Do I ever get bored while making them? Sometimes. And then I just need to take a break. So, one of my wedding photos? No. But I actually have a video. I don't remember what video. I think it was like a Q&A. I showed a picture of myself in my wedding dress. I think that was like the first Q&A I ever did. If you want to find that on my YouTube channel. Where is, oh, because it dropped. Because my wedding dress is like perfect for me and I loved it so much, and I was telling the story about how I literally got it for $13 from Goodwill. Saudi Arabia, that's cool. Hola. Hi. Yeah, I've found some cool things from Goodwill over the years. Love a good thrift find. It was where I found my prom dress, and then I also was like, maybe you never know what you can find, so I looked. And I didn't even really look, it was like the first dress that jumped out when I was looking for a wedding dress, and it was just perfect and like my style, so. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I wish I did, but I would have to spend time learning. So maybe one day, but not currently. My nail polish is now peeling off. So if you're not able to stay and you want to see the result, I will have the whole thing recorded on here on YouTube tonight. Oh. TikTok makes you do a puzzle to make sure you're still there, I guess. Hello, friends. I'm not neglecting you. So, this is let me get this attached. I wonder if I should draw like a little detail, make it look like it's like bolted together, like a circle here. And then on this side, nothing fancy, just a little Sharpie detail. And then I'm going to finish covering this and then attach it. But I think I'm going to try to do something different on the inside. So I'm sorry I'm not talking a bunch or reading all the comments because I'm not the best at multitasking. You just woke up from a nap. Oh, that's probably, I'm just not realizing why I got requested to show the wedding pictures, because they're literally on the wall. I forgot. Yeah, but I'm not gonna what's the word, zoom in, because for the privacy of my hubby. But yeah, I guess you can vaguely see that. That makes sense. I'm like, I didn't realize that was in the background at first. Sorry for misunderstanding that. Whoever asked that, it's like, oh, that's random to ask. Actually, it's not random. Okay, so that's I have an idea. I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm gonna use part of this Gorilla Glue box and add something. Seafood from paper. I haven't made any seafood. My favorite Bible verse is, oh, there's so many. There's my favorite passage, and is one of my favorite passages is in Psalm 63, and it starts like, God, you are my God, I desperately seek you, I thirst for you, my body faints for you in a land that is dry, desolate, and without water. So I gaze on you in the sanctuary to see your strength and your glory. My lips will glorify you because your love is greater than life itself. I'm in the process of memorizing it, but that's all I know. Your love is better than life. That's one of my favorite. And then because it's so true. What are we talking about here? I don't know any words in Spanish, I'm sorry. Maybe I can work on learning some. I know an ASMR artist that speaks, some of her videos are in Spanish, and I love her content. She's ASMR Pearls on YouTube and on TikTok. If you want to check out her Spanish videos. So I'm making a little box, and I'm gonna put things in it to rattle, so like maybe it will add like a cool element to the sound, or maybe it'll just be dumb, I'm not sure. I'm gonna grab. Oh wait, no, what I could do, okay, I was gonna use, what if I just cut up pieces of the cardboard? On YouTube, it's the same on here, Totally Lo-Fi ASMR. So just think Totally Lo-Fi, but turtle. I don't know if this is just gonna be dumb, but I'm trying to make like something that will provide more of a rattly sound, because I love the rattly sounds of hair dryers. I don't actually own a hair dryer. I had a company reach out like early in the beginning of my YouTube being like, we love your content, would you be interested in like a sponsorship thingy majig? I was like, heck yeah, and it was like a good quality hair dryer. I'm like, honestly, I need a hair dryer, I wouldn't mind. And then they never said anything back, so I was like, okay, I'll just make my own paper squishy one. Like, my YouTube name is Totally Lo-Fi ASMR. Oh, thank you. From Russia. Wait, let me just a couple more. So y'all will all know the secret now that you're watching. Okay. that should be plenty, and then I'll just close it up. And oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you. I'm gonna put the fluff in now. What made me get into ASMR? I've loved watching ASMR for years, and I don't even know. It was like I was in a transition period between jobs and waiting on this one job to hear back from background check being. I was waiting on a federal background check, and for anybody that knows about federal background checks, they take forever. And in that waiting period, it just gave me freedom to like just be creative, and I don't know specifically what, except I got back into drawing, inspired by my artist friend, and then I just kept thinking about drawing ASMR and how I wish there was more just lo-fi drawing ASMR videos. I was like, you know what, I can just make one, so I did. And then from there, I started doing all the types of videos that I like. And I got requests to do other things that I wasn't as familiar with, but tried out, and it just kept growing, and yeah. The rest is history. And so yeah, I didn't start out with squishies. It was just like casual drawing, casual makeup role plays. One of my favorites is like drawing. So I did a drawing of like a random picture, but then I also like doing the drawing you, because it's like personal attention and drawing. So for anybody new here, you can check out my drawing playlist on YouTube. I have a drawing you playlist and just casual drawing, no talking, drawing while chit-chatting. Here I go again. Okay. Trying to connect. Aw, thank you. I've been married almost 2 years, so 10 out of 10 recommend marriage. It's pretty great. To someone that's worth it, obviously. Don't just get married to anybody. As a Christian, I suggest seeking the Lord in that, obviously, but no, we got all different views and stuff. So I'm almost done, finally, like 1 hour later. 1 hour and 13 minutes. Just need to finish taping this. Tic-tac-toe. I do have a tic-tac-toe video. I recorded yesterday, and I'm gonna post it maybe either tomorrow or Sunday. Okay, let me redo that. Okay, I might fix the details off camera just so I don't bore y'all, but I'm probably gonna head off soon. Do I have a Scotch tape sponsorship? No, I don't, but I should. Can you pay anybody's rent? Oh, that would be so sweet. Videos are my favorite to film. I don't know. I love these types where I'm just making stuff and hanging out. Probably because my favorites are the makeup related, then they're probably like one of my favorites to film. So, or the drawing you, or just drawing in general. I like drawing. The ones that I used to do a lot more often were just casual drawing videos. Probably my favorite. Okay. It sounds, I don't know, let me know if you like the rattle. Okay, I'm also recording on YouTube for those that are new on the live TikTok. So I'm gonna end this soon, but let me know if you like the rattle or not. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I just realized that's not straight. The lines are supposed to be horizontal. Dang it. I wasn't paying attention to that. This is why I don't record every squishy that I make, because it ends up being some sort of mistake like that. So I might also add like a detail of like a cord, make it look, you know, plugged in. Maybe, maybe not. It's really simple, it's more so tedious. So it's just, you make a circle in 2 cylinders, you attach it all together, you can add whatever details you want. Okay. Yay, thank you, Brittany, and all of y'all. Okay, I will catch you later. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a totally awesome weekend.